RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The Mick Foley.
And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City.
Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I'm your host, your role model, Rick Lieb. With me as always, of course, we have the voice of Rubber City Wrestling, Ricky Williams.
Should be good.
And of course, the former World Light Heavyweight Champion and former World Tag Team Champion. So you're a two-time World Champion. I didn't even notice that. I didn't remember that. You really are. And Rubber City Wrestling, Alexander Crowley. Today, I wanted to talk about, a grave affair. Today, I wanted to, get into a new match that might get signed. Today I wanted to talk about a lot of things, but unfortunately, this past Thursday night, and this is really going to be hard for me to do. My co-host for so long and great friend, Ken Cerminara, passed away. So Crowley's here, Ricky's here, and of course myself. We're going to pay tribute to Ken today. So we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to go ahead and share some memories of Ken Cerminara. See you in 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Hi, my name is Paul Rhodes. Welcome to the Rhodes Marketplace. We're over here at 1148 Cleveland Road in Sandusky, Ohio, 44870. Our hours are Friday, Saturday, 9 to 6, and Sunday, 12 to 6. We're a hybrid venue, so we have crafters, artists, bakers, all different kinds of stuff in here with all of our vendors. We're still a growing business. We're in our first month now. We have a splatter paint room where you can go in there and throw paint at your family, your friends, paint a canvas while you're in there. And on top of that, we're also working on a rage room, which will be open by the beginning of June. You need to come out and check us out. Thanks.
All my life, I wanted something to do with pro wrestling. I didn't care if it was a pro wrestler, a manager, an announcer. Hell, I'd even be the water boy. It was my dream to be a part of pro wrestling, and that's why I'm thankful for this opportunity.
Join the champ, John Potok, the boss's son, Bo Smirno, and your role model, Rick Lieb, Saturdays at noon for reruns of Pro Wrestling Weekly on the RCW Network on YouTube.
And he wants to be a wrestler.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, guys, obviously this is going to be a real painful show.
Yeah.
Had to fight back not very well during the commercial breaks and tears. Okay, no, nobody fought back. I mean, you guys gotta understand how much we love this man. So, tell us how you met Ken Cerminara.
How I met Ken was 9 years ago. He came to a show at MEWL. It was an outside show, free show. He came up and talked to me. He was like, Crowley, I need to have you meet somebody. And I said, okay. That's when I first met Rick Lieb. But there's a story with this all. Because he went back and told Rick, there's a guy that's really good. But he looked like Jeffrey Dahmer. Because he had the tattoos on his eyes or something like that. And
He said you look like a serial killer or a gang member. He didn't say
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I would just say Jeffrey Dahmer's a little too
Jeffrey Dahmer looks like a
too
nerd.
much, bro.
well, I heard two stories, so
Okay.
I don't know which one is what.
That's okay.
But that's how I met Ken 9 years ago when I didn't believe in myself. And I just wanted to give up and be done with wrestling. He came up to me and was like, I believe in you, Crowley. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to help you. And I said, okay, Ken, I trust you. Then we created TeamBeast. The original TeamBeast. You know, I know you don't like to say the name, but it was Rogue, me, Ken, and Derek.
Yeah, well. Yeah, we're not going to say his name on the air because...
But now, you know, we upgraded and stuff like that. I upgraded the TeamBeast logo tonight. And it was sad to do because I feel that the logo we did have for Ken, I'm going to retire that with a new logo.
Which logo? The scratches?
Yeah.
Didn't you just get brand new?
I made new ones tonight.
Didn't you just get brand new gear with that logo on it?
Yeah.
I would keep it. He loved that logo, so I would keep it.
But that's how I met Ken.
Maybe have other things. I'll tell you this. I had met you actually once before an FCWF match. But I didn't really meet you until Ken just came up. When he was like, there's a guy that I really, really, really want to manage. He's like, I really think he's got something. So he didn't say you look like Jeffrey Dahmer. He just said that you looked. He's like, he was rough around the edges, basically. And who the hell isn't? So,
yeah, when I first met you, you didn't talk to me. You thought I was going to be like the other ones.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I wasn't. I'm nice. I'm a nice guy.
I know where you started your training.
Right.
So, how did you meet Ken?
Well, first of all, it very hurts me to be up here right now.
It very hurts you?
It really hurts me. Sorry, I can't even speak right now. I can't even think.
Can you talk loud enough for the camera to hear you?
I am trying. Okay. Like, you don't understand. I took his place so he could battle cancer.
Yeah.
This hurts me more than anything because I cheered for him every day to make sure he battles his cancer.
Well, he chose you. He said
it hurts me so
he chose you. He literally told me, I want Ricky Williams to do the get behind the bar. Like when we started this show, Ricky Williams is like, I don't think I should sit behind the bar. I think I should sit out there with you guys. And I said, no, Ken chose you to be the one behind the bar. And that is why it makes sense for you to be behind the bar.
I'm trying really hard not to be emotional. Meeting him,
it's okay to be emotional.
Yeah, you're allowed to be emotional, but please be a little louder because they're not going to hear you.
Okay. Meeting him, he was the nicest person. It was our first ever, well, not first ever, but it was like in the middle of like our RCW shows. And when I first was on the show, he was honestly like the nicest dude I ever met. Like, out of the earth. He was the coolest, funniest dude ever. All his stories, like, made it so entertaining watching the shows and stuff. And, you know, he kind of remind me of like a grandpa a little bit. You know, kind of reminds me of my old grandpa. My old grandpa, when he passed away, he was always funny and stuff.
Yeah.
And he was also funny and really, you know.
He was like a grandpa or a big brother. Or
But he was like the
dad
wrestling.
type
He
of
was like the wrestling grandpa, in my opinion. That's what I call him, the wrestling RCW grandpa.
Yeah.
Because everybody looked up to him. Everybody loved him. He was the coolest, nicest, motivating dude you'll ever meet. And, you know, to see his wife pass, I know I hurt him really bad. And now to see him gone, it hits me really hard.
Yeah.
To be back here hits me really hard. Because he should be here.
I know.
Not me. It should be him. This is what he built and helped build.
I know. Talk about a downgrade. I'm sorry.
Well,
that's
Model,
how
this
I
is not
fight.
the-
That's how I.
This is not the time.
That's how I take care of when I'm grieving.
I know
make
you
jokes.
gotta make a joke, and I know I'm not trying to like tear up.
I
and
got a
cry
message
here.
earlier in my inbox. It was from my girlfriend. She knew I was upset all day. And I was snapping on people like I don't even want to talk to anybody right now. So I'm so hurt on what happened. This is my message from her. I'm sorry that Ken's gone. You're going to continue his legacy.
Yeah.
And now you're going to shine even brighter. How can I shine bright if I don't have Ken with me, you know?
Don't
He's
worry.
in your heart.
We'll talk on that, man. You will. I met Ken. You guys remember referee Johnny Gigolo?
I do remember that. John Sell.
John Sell introduced
I lost
me to
him.
him. And he was he's like, have you ever met the Sicilian Beast? And I'm like, no. And he goes, he really wants to meet you, man. He saw you wrestle a couple times, and he really wants to meet you, just to take a picture with you. And I'm like, hey, that's awesome, because I've always heard of him and thought, dude's pretty freaking, I mean, he's a legend. So I wanted to meet him just as bad as he wanted to meet me. So we took a picture with, me, Ken, and John Sell took a picture. Ken always loved that picture, you know what I mean? He said, gave me a copy of it, everything. So, and I cherish that photo. I cherish this one right here, though, because it's signed by him. It's Ken, Sicilian Beast right there. That's when he shaved his beard. I didn't like that. I liked it better with the beard right there, like on your shirt. Well, he looks just like a certain wrestler I just got done wrestling named Haystack. Anyway, yeah, but getting back to it, so then we ended up, forming kind of a buddy thing at first, but then when Frankie and me were doing the show, Frankie's, me were talking one day, and we're like, let's get Ken on as a guest. Put him on as a guest, and we're like, dude, you're a natural on this thing, man. And so we're like, why don't you come in there and make it look like, basically, or just come in here, not make it look like it, like maybe be like a co-host with us. And so, yeah, we did that. He ended up being the one to buy the bar, and so he got to go behind there, and Frankie had to go out, and then Frankie left, and it was just me and Ken. And honestly, me and Ken had such good chemistry.
I'm about to say, y'all clicked so fast.
Yeah, everybody was like, you and Ken, like me and Frankie were funny together, and I loved being on the show with Frankie. That one there I thought was great. I thought all three of us were the best, but me and Ken had this weird chemistry between us, and it was kind of like, big brother, little brother battling back and forth all the time. And as much as, I might have feuded with the TeamBeast thing, you guys know I never lost my respect for Ken. I never once did anything where I was like, you never saw me shove Ken, never saw me attack him,
And I respect you for that.
And because I always looked at him as somebody, I'll be honest, I love the guy, to death. I mean, to me, he's like a family. He comes over for Thanksgiving, we go to his house for Christmas. We spent holidays together. Like, this guy was literally like a sibling, see, I wouldn't say father figure but he was, you know what I mean? But me and him got along more like big brother, little brother. That's how I always looked at it. But my kids looked at him like he was like another grandfather to them, and he treated them like that. went to their games. Like, he would watch Riot wrestle. He'd go to wrestling meets to watch Riot. He would go out to see my kids in the band, you know, like play. He went to Blue Jazz to see my middle child play trumpet. You know, I mean, like, this guy did things, you know, invited us to comedy shows that he had tickets for. I mean, what?
Right.
We had this weird bond where even though we were rivals in the wrestling business, you know, we weren't outside of it, as it showed on the show.
Right.
You could tell that we loved each other, you know, and that's why I'm just in the black. That's why you're wearing the TeamBeast. That's why he's a doctor.
No, I didn't have a TeamBeast shirt. I couldn't get one today, which is fine. But I'll be real, like, yeah, he was family.
Is that his breath that smells like the bar?
I think so.
Jeez. Anyway, guys,
I bet you guys didn't know this, though. I was just thinking about this. Remember 2 years ago when I won the RCW Light Heavyweight Championship?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that day I won it, Ken got me a plaque that engraved my name, the date, and when I won.
Did you really?
Yes. I forgot it, but it's on my wall. I have to
take a picture of it and post
you.
it online or something.
That was something special. Then him and Jimmy the Shoe took me out to dinner at
awesome.
Mike's place.
That is awesome.
I knew that Jimmy the Shoe was in it with you guys. No, actually, Jimmy the Shoe, I've gone out to dinner with him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Okay, well, I don't know if you guys know this, but there are only 2 people in the world that have ever been presented with the Logan Scott Heart of a Warrior Championship belt. Myself, and this exact same belt was also owned by Ken.
Oh, wow.
So we both have this belt. And so now it means a little bit more. Like, it already meant something because it's got my good friend Logan Scott on there. Right. Who I actually, it used to be, you know, the Wrestle for the Career Championship. And I had beaten him for it. But when he passed, we had it changed to the Logan Scott Heart of a Warrior Championship. And, you know, honestly, if you think about it, you know, we had him, Logan Scott, we've had Yeti, and now we have a third guy from RCW that has passed away. And the worst part about it was, there had been talks, because, you know, they keep on writing us about when are we going to get a Hall of Fame and stuff. And so we are finally in talks about getting one made, you know, and we were going to do it this year. And Ken was already informed he was going to be the first guy that was going to win or to be inducted. And we might have more, but he was definitely the shoe-in guy.
Right.
And then the cancer came, and so we postponed that because we couldn't get him over for that show that we planned on doing. And then, you know, he started getting better and stuff, so we started talking more about doing it again. And then the cancer came, and then he got better, and then cancer, and then with his wife passing, and then, like, everything. There was too many obstacles, so he never got to be presented with it. But when we do a Hall of Fame, Ken Cerminara already knew, thank God, that he was the first guy that was going to be nominated. And so that makes me feel kind of good about it.
It makes me feel good too, yeah.
We're going to go ahead, take a commercial break, and instead of taking your questions, when we come back, we're going to tell a story that may be one of our favorite stories about Ken. So we'll see you in just a minute.
TNT Health, unmasking your potential. So, you want to look like the headline, Vinny DiMaggio? Here's your chance. Let's not be ridiculous. Nobody can look like Vinny. But if you need that energy before your workout, or you want to lose some weight, burn some fat, we got that. You want to build some lean muscle? You can get it at TNT. Or even if you just need the essentials, BCAAs, juiced up. Here at TNT Health, we carry it all. Come visit us at TNTHealth.com.
I don't know. It was probably around 2, maybe 3 years ago. I'd be walking around in malls or walking down the street. Women would come up there and just want to be with me. Men, they'd just mimic things I do and more or less just try and follow in my footsteps. I guess that was probably the first time I realized that I was your role model.
Join the champ, John Potok, the boss's son, Bo Smirno, and your role model, Rick Lieb, Saturdays at noon for reruns of Pro Wrestling Weekly on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Being joined here by my kid, Riot, who likes to harass me because he thinks I'm a cheater. But today, it's not about that kind of stuff. It's about Ken. And we're going to, right now, to end this program, we're going to tell some stories that we have about Ken. Stories that make us, remember. And like, I don't know if you guys have any good stories. I'll tell you what. My favorite stories, I'll go first on this one, is when Ken was co-hosting here, and he would sit there and he can do the best Jesse Ventura imitation. I don't think you guys realize how good he is.
Oh my goodness.
And he's like, so I heard you're gonna be doing driving with Piper tomorrow. Well, he's he's quite the partier. That's what he was saying. But the way Ken would do it, it sounded just like Jesse Ventura was. I'm like, dude, do you realize how much you sound like Jesse Ventura? I mean, it's crazy. I loved when he would tell stories about that. So, or his stories about Captain Lou and him on the road, or his stories about Andre the Giant. I call everybody boss because of his story of Andre the Giant referring to everyone as boss and stuff. He's like, so whenever you did anything with Andre, he's like, hey boss, and so he's like, so when he would tell those stories, they were so entertaining. Of course, I was always annoyed by the stinking bell, and I was always annoyed by the two. I always thought they were corny, but in a weird sense, I miss him doing it.
We should all do it for him right
No, we should.
Yes,
Let's
we
do
should.
it. Ready?
Where's the bell?
I got
No,
the bell.
not the bell.
We gotta do it for
Come
Ken.
on, we
I've
gotta
got
do
a
it for
headache.
Ken.
It's okay. It won't be that loud.
All right.
I won't
Ready?
jingle
Let's
it.
do 2 for
Here we
him
go.
in his honor.
We're going to do a 10 bell salute for him on November 1st, by the way.
But we can all do 2
and
then a bell.
before I go with that one, also, we're going to do a 10 bell salute for the first promoter I ever had. His name is Billy Boa, and he also passed away
Rest in peace.
during this past week. This has been a terrible week for me.
Terrible month.
And it's been a terrible month because I lost family, a lot of it, and then all of a sudden, technically this is family too. But yeah, real quick before we go back on the Ken thing, Billy Boa, we're not doing a tribute show for him because Ken was the host here. Ken was RCW. But I'll do a quick little tribute for Billy Boa. Billy Boa, when I first broke into wrestling, first of all, this dude was the sharpest guy you'd ever meet back in the day. He had snakeskin boots, boa constrictor, of course. He had the snakeskin tie. He had rattlesnake earrings. He had the hair where it was just back in like this. It shaved on the top, perfect beard, everything. Snakeskin jacket, a suit jacket. I've never seen something like it with this, like I said, the snakeskin tie and the vest. Like this dude had I think he might even had snakeskin pants. Like this dude was to a T.
Wait, Dad.
Hold on. And he had his catchphrase, yes, and he would do that. And he was a great heel manager, very underappreciated. And I'm hoping that both him and Ken, well, I'm not hoping. Both him and Ken will be getting a 10 bell salute at this next wrestling event on November 1st.
Wasn't he the one at all
Why'd
the
you
shows?
mess up your hair? I just fixed it. doesn't
he
go
the
that way.
fan at all the shows?
Yeah, he was a fan at the shows. He would come to see
I
us
remember
wrestle at
seeing
RCW.
him.
Yeah, he had a beard. He was scraggly by then, though, man. He was old. But back in the day. But yeah, back to Ken. Yes, there we go. We got the drunk people in the party center upstairs. That's why you don't make a bar in a party center. But anyway, over here we got my kid Wright. Did you have a story of Ken you wanted to tell, or did you just want to be on the air?
I mean, both, I guess.
Well, go
I'll
ahead.
share a story.
Go ahead. Well, look at the camera while you're sharing it.
Well, one time I remember at Akron Rubber Ducks baseball game.
Oh yeah.
You know, we saw him a lot of times there, and it was just awesome seeing him at those shows. He'd be hilarious, and he'd give me a hug. He once he actually gave me a baseball that he caught in the stands.
Right. He got a baseball that was got in the it got hit and it was in the seats, and so he picked it up and saved it for Riot, and he gave it to him.
That was nice of him.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ken would do a lot of stuff. Ken was he was a good dude, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there was times when you were being persuaded by somebody, I won't say my name, to join the Dark Forces. And Ken would never let you. So tell everybody how he would never let you listen to, I won't say my name, somebody trying to talk to you.
You just said your name.
No, I did not. I said I won't say my name.
He said his name.
Rick wants me to join the way.
What? I want to fight you.
No, you don't.
But I don't want to join the way because I'm TeamBeast. Sorry. That's just how it is. Now I gotta carry his legacy.
And listen, as much as you would love to, because when you're in West Virginia, and don't act like Rick Lieb doesn't know these things. They don't like you in West Virginia, and so you strike back.
They're weird West Virginians.
Yes, well, they're West Virginians. They're not really educated. Yeah. So you literally, what? Did I say something wrong?
That's your dad.
You go over there. I'm not his dad. That's Ricky.
You got
Ricky
his dad.
Who's the drunk one?
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
I wonder who.
Oh yeah, he's over here drinking those Mountain Dew thingies. All right, listen. So I don't blame you though, but yes, I mean and Ken would always, and that. I don't mean to tell your story, but yeah.
No, that's fine.
I mean, Ken. I'll interrupt your story though. Ken came up to me and he's like, Crowley is off limits. I'm like, what? I go, dude, he's so hated in West Virginia. He'd be perfect. If I could just get him to see that these fans are just as bad as the West Virginia. I mean, you think about it, Ohio ain't much cleaner. It ain't much better. And so I was trying to get, and Ken is like, Crowley is off limits. And I'm like, what in the heck? And I'm thinking to myself, like, is this dude threatening me? Because, I was like, but he was adamant about it. He said, you were off limits, man.
I'm still off limits.
I know, right? He'll haunt me.
You know why?
Because he'll haunt me if I take you.
I'm the face of the RCW.
You are the most popular wrestler with the kids. Like,
kids love me.
All them kids over there.
Especially
freaking love. Who's your favorite wrestler? I'm your dad.
And I got more.
And you can also be sad.
And I got more fans coming. Crawley shirts drop on November 1st. And
cheap plug.
I want to see.
I got new shirts too. Cheap plug.
I want to see all my fans having my shirts out there. That's all I want.
No, you're not allowed to buy one.
Yeah. I already bought a John Poe cup holder.
I do not like my kid.
I also have something.
You have a story?
Well, not a story, but just like a great moment. I remember when I made that too, but I remember when I made him
peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
He kicked Cancer's A shirt.
Oh yeah, you did.
And he always wore that.
He actually had that picture, like a picture with him wearing it.
Yes, and I got that made for him, and he loved it. He wore almost every day.
And he did kick his ass first.
He did, and then of course it had to come back and just ruin everything. And honestly, it just felt real good that he wore the shirt that I made him because
that he showed it off. He loved it.
That too, yeah. I'm just saying he wore it too. I was like, I love that as well. But yeah, I just feel like that also felt really good that he appreciated what I got him to help him battle through it. And
you know what I think Ken would want right now?
What?
You to drop that second match.
What?
Drop a second match? Mm-hmm. I don't know what that means.
For a grave affair.
No. Oh. Well, yeah. Me and him were talking, and here's what we're going to do. Ken always loved... He told me, he would tell me, he's like, you and Crowley, when you work together, man, he's like... He thinks Crowley is my new diehard, basically. He thinks that... He loved watching me wrestle you. He said that me and your matches were some of the... Like, he goes, they were some of the best matches he's ever seen. Like, ever. Now, I don't know how much believability that is, because a couple of them I might not have won, and those couldn't have been good matches then. But, no. But seriously, he always thought that me and you had good, like, the way we made...
It's chemistry.
Good chemistry. Basically, yes. It was like Ali versus Joe Frazier. They just... We battle well together. So, and one of the other things that he loved that rookie invitational. He's always been one that's like, I love these rookie wrestlers. So we came up with an idea. You're going to pick a rookie, and I'm going to pick a rookie. That way, you're not doing a TeamBeast match. I'm not doing a way match. And I won't have the way out. You won't have TeamBeast out. It'll just be you and whoever your rookie is against me and whoever my rookie is. I already know who I'm picking.
I already know who I'm picking too.
Who? Make sure.
You want me to name drop them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Bots.
Why
I knew it. I knew it.
You know why?
Give me 5 on that one.
Because me and Bots have something in common.
What? You both got your butt kicked by the way after
we
a match?
don't like you.
Yeah.
I kind of know what role model's picking.
So who are you picking?
I already know he's picking.
Who is he picking?
Bruno Mercury.
Let's see if you know.
Haystack.
No.
I know.
Who do you think it is?
Bruno Mercury.
Why do you think Bruno Mercury?
Because you've teamed with him before. In
the
garage. And I watched it.
That kid has a chip on his shoulder.
I have, because my friend, the USSR kid, has told me to do it. I've teamed with him. I did actually but that was during training. I team with all the guys when I'm training them. But
he's a heel.
He's kind of right.
I do not like these
Wow.
terms. First of all, heel is a movie term, and for some reason people brought it into wrestling, and I do not understand that. Turning heel is what they call the bad guy in movies, babyface. I'm not a movie star, even though I look good like that.
Okay, he has the same chemistry as you. There you go.
But I'll say this. Bruno Mercury is the correct answer, and it ain't because I've teamed with him before. It's because when he hit me with that drop kick in that match, it knocks them. It knocks stars into my head.
The kid knows his stuff.
Home run.
The kid knows how to wrestle, and honestly, once he gets done having his rookie mistakes, this is actually a tribute show. So if you're going to be a goofball, like for real.
Yeah, Ken.
Yeah, I know it's a tribute show to Ken. And we're doing this match in Ken's honor. That's what I'm trying to say. Ken liked the rookies, so we're going to both take Mercury. I'll take Bruno Mercury. You'll take Mike Bots. Which is fine, because the way won't be out there, but we did beat up Mike Bots afterwards, so I guess it kind of makes sense. I understand what you're doing. And that's good. Now, when you tell Mike Bots that you're choosing him, what if he chickens out?
Oh, he's not going to chicken out.
You're sure he's
gonna... Oh, I'm 150%
I'm pretty sure
he's not going to chicken out, because I mean, like he said, he did call me the RCW legend. So I kind of like that.
Who called you a legend?
Michael Botts called me a legend. He just got me fired up some more, dude. Now you're gonna see what you never saw before out of me. So,
well, I'll say
good
this:
luck.
It'll be a good match, and we'll do it for Ken.
And I'll even shake your hand.
Yes. Listen,
I am so happy about this.
I've told you this before. Aside from when you sucker slapped me,
you had that coming. I'm sorry.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, but aside from that, I've always showed you respect. Might not have showed you I might not have been the nicest into it, but I've always showed you respect. Have you ever wrestled me and I didn't shake your hand before the match?
No.
Have you ever seen me do a cheap shot while shaking your hand? No. No, I don't need to. I'm a wrestler. I'm a professional wrestler. It's what I do for a living. It's what you do for a living. That's why we're two of the baddest men on this planet. And I'm not afraid to admit it. Now, when we get in the ring together, I don't like you. But when I'm out of the ring, I don't really have a problem with you all the time. Sometimes I do. But for the most part, I respect you. You're a good wrestler. Damn good wrestler.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Right. I mean, you're almost diehard. I'm joking. Who's diehard? I retired that guy. We'll never see him around again. That's all I'm saying. But no, all jokes aside, yeah, I think Ken will like this match. We'll do this one for Ken.
Perfect.
So
let's make it done.
You know what would be cool, but I doubt he'll do it? If we can get Johnny Gigolo to ref it. The guy that introduced me again.
Maybe RCW management can call him for this special occasion.
It would be worth it. So, maybe.
But can he still count to 3?
Don't know. Got that married life going on. Sort of. I don't think he's married, but they live like they're married. Anyway.
I was going to say something.
Say something. We're going to have to get going. We're taking too much time.
Let's end this with a 2. All of us. For a tribute for Ken.
Why something that I hate?
Because it was from everything that we've done for Ken.
We need to ring the bell 2 times.
No.
And
they
count
just
it.
did.
We just rung the bell.
Oh, and he has a headache. I'm sorry.
I do.
I didn't mean that.
I apologize.
Whatever. Not gonna have to.
Well, no, we gotta do 2 for him. Come on, we just gotta do it 1 time.
All right. 1,
2,
2.
2. Roll on,
You
come
ain't
on.
gonna get me to do it.
Just
Anyway,
do it 1 time.
4, Riot, Ricky Williams, and of course, the legend, Alexander Crowley. Shake my hand on that, man. All right. I'm showing what a real legend looks like in the ring on November 1st. I am your role model, Rick Lieb, saying we love you, Ken.
Love you, Ken.
Love you, man. And I'm glad to see that you and... I'm not happy to see you and Cindy are together, but I'm happy to know it at least. But yeah, my selfishness will say, nah, I'd rather you were here. Anyway, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Ken.